goes. Whoa! Yo! We are what the kids call closed course mobbing out here today. Anyways, what is up, my fellow athletics? I have a story for you guys today. One that you guys can make fun of me forever for. I got stuck in the mountains. Yeah, I got like literally stuck up there. I couldn't leave. I was way out in the middle of nowhere. It was rough. If you guys want to hear about that, then, you know, I'll tell you about that. All you gotta do is listen. But first, I'm gonna do something cool right here. Cool to me, probably not cool to you. I can't be going too fast out here because, yeah, they'll take you to jail, boy. They don't play around here. They don't want the heathens to come into their nice suburban white neighborhoods and, you know, ruin them with our theatrics, I think the word is called. Hopefully he didn't see that. I think I was closed course mobbing on the wrong closed course. Anyways, like Mr. Ballin would say, on to today's story. So, some of you guys may know, if you watch a lot of my videos or you follow me down on Instagram, if you know what I mean, I have been in Utah elk hunting. And yes, I had a great time. It was actually terrible. I actually had a terrible time, but it was great, you know? The elevation up there, it's pretty bad, right? I'm out of shape for Utah weather. I was between probably 7,500 to 10,000 feet the entire time. And yeah, man, it's the air's thin there. Not just that, but it's January. It is so cold. Luckily, it's a low snow year, so that means that up there was only about 2 to 3 feet of snow at every single place you went, instead of like 4 to 6 feet of snow, you know? He's taking pictures. Bro for sure is gonna rob the bank later. That's why he's taking pictures of it. So, as you can imagine, the roads up in the mountains are not exactly the most desirable to drive on. I drive a Colorado ZR2, so in my mind, I'm like, this is a capable truck, right? That's what I'm thinking in my mind as I'm going up here. I think I'm gonna be fine. And well, that's not exactly what happened. So, I had ridden up on this road that morning before, and it was rough. Alright, I've got 4-wheel drive on, but we're gonna see if we can't drift the truck a little bit. Oh yeah. I guess I better turn off the traction control, huh? But it was manageable. The road up there wasn't like, you know, undrivable or anything. There was just deep snow on both sides and everything, and so basically I went up there in the morning. I hiked like 6 miles, way too much, because I went all the way down to the base of a mountain and back up, thousands of feet of elevation. It was a terrible idea. And I was pretty exhausted, and so I kind of drove around a little bit, looked at some different spots that I wanted to check out, and I checked out those spots that I wanted to check out, and I decided in the evening, I was like, I'm gonna go back, because this road is at the very top, right? I wanted to just drive up there and have a like easy little walk out to the ridgeline so I could just glass out, try to find some elk, and then in the morning I can go and hike to them, right? Because it's a far hike. And so I drive up there, and it is blizzarding. It is like it is just pouring snow. And so I decide, I'm like, I don't want to be up here anymore. I'm tired. I've hiked so many miles today. I just want to go home. And so I went to turn around, and my truck got stuck. Because I didn't know this, but they actually dig ditches out on the sides of these like dirt roads way out in the middle of nowhere for some reason. And I think that it's so that water goes in there and it like runs along it instead of soggying up the road or something. I don't know. I think it's because they don't want people to get stuck up there. So basically I was going straight, right? I back in this way, it's fine. I go to turn around and I fall into the ditch on the other side. And I get stuck, and I try to dig myself out. I tried to put sticks under the tires. I tried to do quite a few things to get unstuck, and I just didn't get unstuck. And I barely had it. I let my girlfriend know, hey, I'm stuck up here. And after a long deliberation of trying to figure out what to do, I decided that it was probably time that I call emergency services, because like I'm really stuck and I'm really out in the middle of nowhere. I'll see if I can find a map or something so I can show you guys. And so I waited, and I waited, and I waited, and I waited for hours after calling 911. And I'm like, what the heck is going on? Like, why are they taking so long to get here? I knew I was out in the middle of nowhere, but I was like, something is like really weird about this, right? Man, I don't know. I guess I just thought that they were gonna send like some sort of high clearance truck out there to pull me out or something. I don't know what I was thinking. I've never been in that situation before. But instead of that, what I see is a police officer hiking in with a flashlight in the middle of nowhere. Keep in mind, we're not anywhere near town. And the reason it took him so long to get to me is because I was right on the county line, and he had to come from the very top of the county. And I don't know if you guys know anything about the way the counties work, but typically counties that are like more rural are way more spaced out. So you'll have very large counties in the middle of nowhere, whereas then like the counties that make up cities are usually a little bit smaller. So he's coming from a very small town way north, and so he drives a very good distance to come and help your boy out. First thing he says to me when he walks up to me, he says, you can come with me or you can stay here tonight. I don't even blame him. I'd be pissed if I had to pick up some dude who got stuck in a truck in the middle of nowhere, hours away from where I live, 15 minutes before my shift ended. Yeah, I would be pretty upset too. So he told me basically like, get in or don't. And so I grabbed my stuff and we started hiking back. We start hiking back. I tell him like, hey, I got my concealed carry on me. He's like, that's cool, you don't touch yours, I won't touch mine. Hey, free license plate? That's pretty cool. Should we take that? We get back to his truck. He drove maybe about halfway down the gravel road, or the snowy road, I guess, to me. But basically, yeah, he drove about halfway down, and then I had to come back, or sorry, he drove about halfway down, and we had to reverse out of there. And eventually we found a spot to turn around, but it took forever because his truck wasn't really built for that. He didn't have chains on his tires, nothing. That's just what we were dealing with, right? And he tells me, he's like, hey, I can't take you back to the town that you live in, or that you're staying in, because I had an Airbnb, but I can take you to the county line and you can figure it out from there. Or he said maybe I can find another officer from that county to come pick you up and bring you the rest of the way. And so that's what he did. He ended up finding somebody else from another county to take me back, and we met the guy at the county line. He brought me the rest of the way. Also told him that I had my gun. He said the exact same thing. He said, you don't touch yours, I won't touch mine. But cool thing is they actually both had kids on the way. I was like, yo, that's actually so cool. The first guy, I think he said it was his first kid. The other guy said that it was his second kid, but they're both super stoked about having kids on the way. And so, man, I'll be honest with you, law enforcement really saved my butt on that one. I'll try and find some good spots to put these pictures and videos in so that you guys can see the situation. I was in there deep, brother. I mean, when I first got stuck, the snow was so high that it was covering my driver's side door. I had to push it out, and then I just basically stomped and kicked around to get all the snow out from the side of my truck so that I could get under the truck and try and figure out what to do. I am the actual definition of lost out here. Closed road lost in. That's what I'm doing. But basically, in case anybody was wondering, yes, I'm still alive. Yes, I got my truck out. We had an off-road recovery team called Utah Off-Road Recovery. It's a non-profit, so I just sent them a donation, and yeah, they freaking got me unstuck. It was sick. For sale, brother. For sale, brother. Brother sale. 2002. Bro, how you gonna have a for sale sign and not even have a price? Whatever. And something on there said 1600. I don't know if that was the price or the CCs on the bike, because I know them brother boys like to have giant bikes, and also that, you know, are basically the weight of a car. But you know, yeah, I'm definitely closed course lost in out here right now because I have no idea where to go. Yeah, you guys got to go check out the Utah Off-Road Recovery group. At least like shoot them a follow on Facebook or something. Help them out. They literally overnight, like I messaged the group at like 10 p.m. and the next morning at 9 a.m. a dude picked me up in his Jeep. And he was just like, yeah, where's your truck? We're gonna go get it. And 3 guys came from like hours away, what I assume are different directions because they all didn't drive together, just to get me out. One of them's got a YouTube channel. I'll try and find it and plug it right here so you guys can see it. I don't know how high up my finger is on the screen. No, dude, but really, they really saved me out there. It was the efforts of the police officer that came out and got me, the one that brought me home, and then these guys that just, they really saved my trip in a way. I mean, to be fair, getting stuck kind of ruined it to begin with, but they just helped salvage what I had left of it. And so I'm just like forever grateful for those guys. I'm not gonna lie to you, I was low-key, high-key freaking out when I had to leave my truck up on the mountain overnight. Especially because on the way back, the police officer was telling me about how they had problems with this one particular guy that would go up there and steal things. Talking about how he stole some guy's entire trailer and a side-by-side. And when I say trailer, I mean like a camper trailer. Yeah, didn't make me feel too easy about it. Well guys, if you have any questions about what happened, shoot it down below in the comments. I'll try and get back to everybody when I can. Otherwise, man, if you like the video, it really helps when you shoot a thumbs up. Like, no joke, it's every time you like the video, it shows the video to more people, and then if they like it, it just keeps on spiraling out of control, boy. If you don't like the video, just comment something down below along the lines of ethanol addicts, you suck. I wish that your truck would have got stuck even worse and that nobody would have came and got you and you would have been stuck out there forever for all of existence. And if you do that, I'll get the memo. I'll understand. But yeah, other than that, peace out, guys.